Star Trek Avenger, the third novel of the first trilogy in what is called the Shatnerverse. These novels are written by William Shatner with help from Star Trek veterans Judith and Garfield Reeves-Stevens. Although the Shatnerverse novels take place in the 24th century, there is no continuity between them and the standard Star Trek novels of the same timeline. Although Avenger is a sequel to The Return, its events transpire more than 2 years afterwards. The Return is immediately after the events of the TNG film Generations, which is in the year 2371. Avenger takes place sometime after the events of the TNG film First Contact, which is in the year 2373, established by the element of the Enterprise E in the story. I am mentioning these facts because it will lead to discrepancies in continuity. Avenger is a story about bioterrorism and how a single virus can lead to devastation and destruction. It establishes that the events of the novel were set in motion over a century before on Tarsus 4. Tarsus 4 was the colony world where Governor Kodos executes half of the population due to a fungus that has laid waste to the food supply. It is there that a young Jimmy Kirk is saved by Sarek. Sarek then tells Kodos that the experiment must end and the cause must be re-examined. Sarek then mind melds with the young Jimmy so that he may forget what has happened. This is the first continuity error. If Kirk forgets, how is he able to recognize Kodos' voice in the original series episode The Conscience of the King? The story proceeds to the current day and sees the Federation has ordered a quarantine on several worlds in the Federation due to a virogen that is wreaking all kinds of havoc, causing Starfleet and resources in the Federation to be stretched to its limits. The Enterprise E has been ordered to secure a blockade of the Alta Vista system. This is continuity error number 2. Due to the years I mentioned before and what was established as canon and continuity from First Contact and Deep Space Nine, it is not plausible that Starfleet could be stretched even thinner than it is. Take into consideration the battles of both the Typhon Sector and the Sol System established by First Contact. The time it would take for repairs to the Enterprise E after the Borg assimilated half of it would have seen the official start to the Dominion War. In any case, the story moves on and reveals that the Federation is under attack from within. A fanatical group that calls itself the Symmetrists, which has distorted the beliefs of its founders, are hell-bent on teaching the Federation a lesson. It is their belief that the Federation will eventually fall due to its expansion. Kirk, Spock, and Picard all arrive at the same conclusion, albeit for different motives, that the virogen threat to the Federation must end. It is here that the story's most intriguing aspect occurs. Ambassador Sarek did not succumb to Bendai syndrome. He was murdered by the Symmetrists, which reveals just how deep the conspiracy is. From that point on, our heroes unravel the mysteries and uncover the conspiracy that has the Federation on the precipice of total failure. It is from there that the most implausible aspect of the story occurs. Dr. McCoy shows up to find the cure for the virogen. Where was he all the time that this was taking place? I find it hard to believe that the greatest doctor in Starfleet's history, as Shatner refers to him as, would sit idly by as all of this was taking place just to create a scene where the Three Musketeers would have another moment of glory. In conclusion, I say this. I grew up watching the original series. It is what made me a Trekkie. I will forever have a place in my heart for Shatner and Captain Kirk. And although I did enjoy this story, as I have most of the Shatnerverse novels, I enjoy the strict adherence to Trek's continuity more. He should have left his enormous ego on Viridian 3 so that Trek may truly go where no one has gone before. 3 out of 5 deltas.